Hello friends, a very good evening to all of you. Today I will be reading the poem Hope by Emily Dickinson. This poem is structured in 3 quatrains. That means 4 lines in each stanza. This poem is one of the most famous poems of Emily Dickinson, written in the year 1861. This poem talks about hope, and in this poem, hope is metaphorically mentioned as a bird singing an incessant song. The poem has 3 stanzas. First, I'll read out the poem and then we'll have a look at the meaning of the poem. Hope by Emily Dickinson. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. Hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. And sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. I have heard it in the chilliest land. I have heard it in the chilliest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. I have heard it in the chilliest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. This poem essentially portrays hope as a bird which sings its song continuously and helps us to face all the difficult situations and hardships in our lives. We'll have a look at each and every stanza of the poem. The first stanza, hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings the tune without the words and never stops at all. This poem opens with a metaphor that likens hope to a bird. In this particular stanza, Emily Dickinson describes hope as a bird that resides within the human soul. The bird's continuous song symbolizes the persistent and enduring nature of hope. It sings without the words, suggesting that hope exists beyond the verbal expressions and is an innate, universal feeling that transcends the language. The second stanza, and sweetest in the gale is heard, and sore must be the storm that could abash the little bird that kept so many warm. Emily Dickinson continues to develop the metaphor of hope as the bird. She asserts that hope is the most comforting and beautiful thing during the difficult times. She uses the phrase in the gale. The use of gale, a strong wind, signifies the challenges or the hardships and the difficult situations faced by all of us in our lives. Despite these adversities, the hope, the bird, continues to sing. Further, she adds, the storm must be extremely severe to abash or dishearten this resilient bird. This implies that hope is the only thing that can withstand significant trials, and it offers warmth and solace to every individual in the times of distress. The last stanza, the final stanza, Emily Dickinson reflects on the nature of this hope. She says, I have heard it in the chilliest land and on the strangest sea, yet never in extremity it asked a crumb of me. Emily Dickinson personifies hope as a self-sustaining and selfless thing which helps us to face the difficult situations in our lives. She has encountered hope in the chilliest land as well as on the strangest sea, which metaphorically represent the most challenging and difficult situations of our lives. Despite being present in the most adverse circumstances, hope never demands anything in return. It exists to support and uplift without expecting any recompense, and here she highlights the selflessness of this beautiful hope. Every time, by portraying hope as a bird, Emily Dickinson encapsulates its lightness, fragility, and perseverance. The bird's incessant song represents hope's enduring presence in the human spirit, even when it is unacknowledged or underappreciated. This poem basically explores the relationship between hope and the adverse circumstances. Through this poem, Emily Dickinson conveys a deep, profound message to all of us that however difficult times or hardships come to our life, we should never ever give up the hope. We should always be driven and self-motivated to face these situations. The simplicity of the language and the profoundness of the message conveyed is a special poetic style of Emily Dickinson. Though a very short and sweet poem, this is one of my favorite poems also. I like this poem because though it is a short and sweet poem, it has an impact on your mind and it conveys a very, very strong and profound message to all of us. I hope all of you liked this poem. Thank you for patient listening. See you soon with a new poem recitation. Till then, goodbye. But yes, I have to request all of you to please subscribe to my channel, like and share this video with all the poem lovers, and I would love to have the comments from all of you in the comments section. Thank you so much. Goodbye from Chhaya.